Hey everybody, it's Mark with Days of Rays of Boating again. I want to follow up on a video that I did here recently of winterizing our Mercury 115. Still yet have to do the lower unit oil service, and I choose to do that now rather than waiting till springtime, just in case I had any water or anything like that in the oil. I don't want to take a chance of it causing any issues freezing over the winter. So we're going to do that today, but as you can see, the boats in the background, we've got it put away at our camp for the winter. And yeah, we're going to do this quick little video. Oh, I got a little helper right here too. Hey Bubba, Max, say hey. That's Bubba Max for everybody. He'll be in some boating videos too, but anyway, yeah, here it is, put away for the winter. But we're gonna do this quick video, so stick around. So generally, this is all you'll need to do this lower unit service. Basically, a large screwdriver, flat blade or Phillips, obviously a little drain pan of some sort, a few towels, and then your gear oil. I've got the Suzuki approved EC Star. I guess I don't know how you pronounce it, but anyway. And it takes just a tad over a quart for this lower unit. So, you know, I've got an extra SAE 90 equivalent gear oil just to top it off, which it won't take much. But anyway, it's a pretty simple process. Most people can do this yourselves. I know sometimes you have warranty requirements that you have to honor, you know, with dealerships and things of that nature. So I get that, but most people can do this at home themselves. So yeah, not a big process. And what you've got is you got two drain plugs here. You got one here on the bottom, right here. And then there's one here above it. So what I'll do is I'll take this top one out first and then remove the bottom one. So this top one needs to be out so it will drain. Obviously, this helps it breathe. It'll create a vacuum if you don't take the top one out when you drain it. It's going to drain better and faster when you remove the top plug. So I'll do that, and it's kind of hard to do this on camera and hold the camera and do it all at the same time, so I won't bore you with that part. But yeah, here we go. Stick around. So yeah, this is looking good. I've got the lower plug out. It's draining real slow. I still haven't removed the top plug. I think I stated earlier that I would remove this one first, but let me correct myself. I'll remove the bottom one first. Reason is, if you leave this one in when you remove the bottom one, it's not going to gush on you. So, but it's looking good. If this did have any water intrusion issues, then I would have had some water first. So this is looking really good. So another thing too you want to keep in mind is when I remove my plug, the sealing washer stayed on the lower unit. So be mindful of that. You don't want to lose it. It's recommended that you change these every time you do a service. I just changed these probably midway through the season because I purchased this motor used for this boat, and before I took it out, I serviced it thoroughly. So the sealing washers are fresh, they're fine, but I would recommend, if you're doing it season by season, go ahead and change out your sealing washers. You know, that's just going to save you some heartache down the road. If they're bad, you're going to get water in your lower unit, just cause some problems. So I'm going to crack off this top one here real quick and get you a big screwdriver. This is a big wide blade screwdriver. Of course, you can see I've got a big wide fluke on this plug. Let's see if I can get this loose. There we go. And when this one comes out, there's nothing going to come out with it. It's just I can already see it's flowing better now. So hold that. Same thing here. See that washer? It stayed in contact with the case, so I don't have it on my plug. So be mindful of that. You definitely don't want it to fall off and then replace your plug without the washer. That can cause you some problems. But yeah, it's really flowing good now. So everything's draining good. It's down to just a fine drain now, so it's pretty much empty. What I'm going to do now, you've got to get you one of these pumps. There's really no way around doing this service without it. They're cheap. When I bought the service kit for this engine, it actually came with my kit from Suzuki, but you can pick these up anywhere. I've seen them at Walmart, Harbor Freight, Rural King, you name it. They're everywhere, and they're pretty simple. Where your lower drain screw at the bottom, this will thread into that location. And just find your little hole. Get her lined up here. There it goes. Just get her threaded in there nice, hand tight. So this is a pretty simple process. You're going to feed from the bottom up. So what that's doing, it just makes sure that you're filling the lower unit. You're pushing all the air out as the level rises. So you're not going to have any cavitation issues with water. I mean, I'm sorry, with air or anything like that. As this fills, it's going to force the air out of your top hole. That being said, you keep filling until you just see it trickle out of your top hole. When you see that, you're done. Your lower case is full of oil. It's good to go. Pop your plug back in the top, screw that out the bottom, you know, fairly quickly, and replace it with your other plug. Make sure that your O-ring seals are in place, and you're good to go. So we're going to do this real quick. Okay guys, you can see here it's just starting to trickle out, and I'm just down to the last pump of my 1 quart jug of gear oil. So you can see my washer's still in place, so now I'm going to stick my plug back in. Get your screwdriver, cinch her down. So that's nice and tight. I do like to take a pair of pliers and actually grab my screwdriver like so. You can see that. Give it just a little bit more turn than you can. So what I failed to show, due to some technical difficulties with the video, and it happens, but you saw the oil trickle out the top, which means, you know, the lower unit's full. We tightened the top plug. I was demonstrating how I like to take a pair of pliers and grab my screwdriver just to give it just a little bit more torque than you typically can with your hand. You don't want to overdo it, but you definitely want to make sure that it's seated real well. Same thing for the bottom as well. What I was unable to demonstrate was the extraction of the oil pump. So when you're removing, after you know that your lower unit's full by evidence of the oil coming out the top bolt hole or the drain hole, actually Yeah, I guess it is a drain hole. But anyway, you remove your pump, just screw it out, and it's going to make a little mess. You're going to lose just a slight bit of oil, not much to worry about. Have your plug on hand, grab it, stick it in there real quick, making sure that your sealing washer is in place, which mine was, and essentially you're done. What I've still yet to do is I will take my screwdriver and my wrench, I will seat that bottom plug, make sure it's good and tight, wipe everything down, and this job is essentially done. It's not a hard job. It doesn't take a lot of time. You can do it yourself for practically nothing other than just what it costs you to buy the gear oil, and you know, you got the satisfaction of feeling confident that it was done correctly. So that was a quick and easy preventative maintenance job. Real simple to do, very few required tools. Took all of, what, 20 minutes maybe? But it's done. I don't have to worry about it in the spring. I got the peace of mind knowing that the integrity of my lower gear case is good, no leaks, no water intrusion. It's good for the winter. And so, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you got any comments, just drop them in the comment section, and like and subscribe, help us to grow this channel. We hope you like these videos, and stick around for the next one.